Imagine being only 4 years old and already recognized as a professional artist. This presentation explores the life of Wang Yani, a Chinese child prodigy whose expressive monkey paintings captured the world's attention. We'll examine her biography, talent development, adult career, and what her story teaches us about educating profoundly gifted children today. Wang Yani was born in 1975 in the small town of Gongcheng in the Guangxi province. Her father, an art teacher, allowed her to freely explore his studio. Instead of formal lessons, she absorbed the artistic environment around her. This early immersion in materials and creative space sparked the beginnings of her extraordinary talent. At 2.5, Yani began by scribbling on her father's studio walls. When given real paper, her scribbles quickly became recognizable animals. By age 3, she had painted cats, monkeys, and birds with surprising accuracy. Importantly, her early work grew from joyful play, not pressure, something repeatedly shown in research on young gifted children. Yani's true gift was her spontaneous mastery of the Zaiyi style of Chinese ink painting. This expressive tradition focuses on capturing the spirit of the subject rather than exact detail. Her bold lines and energetic brushstrokes gave her animals movement and personality, revealing artistic intuition well beyond her years. Her early accomplishments were remarkable. At age 4, she held her first public exhibition in China. By 6, she had created more than 4,000 paintings. At 8, her work appeared on Chinese postage stamps. These achievements reflect not only early skill, but an intense internal drive to create, hallmarks of exceptional artistic prodigies. In her early teens, Yani became known internationally. She demonstrated her painting techniques in London and later in Washington, D.C. At just 14, she became the youngest artist ever to have created a solo show at the Smithsonian Sackler Gallery. Critics described her brushwork as confident, fluid, and astonishingly mature. Psychologist Lynn Goldsmith analyzed Yanni's development and found sophisticated composition, expressive movement, and a clear stylistic evolution over time. She and David Feldman concluded that Yanni's growth reflected a powerful blend of innate visual talent and a nurturing creative environment, making her a compelling example of artistic giftedness. Her father was her central mentor. Importantly, he avoided rigid training, believing it might stifle her imagination. This aligns with research from Winner and others showing that prodigies thrive when given autonomy. Curators, museum educators, and visiting artists also become role models, providing encouragement without imposing harmful pressure. As Yani entered adolescence, the global media attention diminished, but she continued producing art. She traveled and exhibited widely, especially in Germany, where she found deep artistic inspiration. This phase marked an important identity shift, transitioning from child prodigy to emerging young artist seeking her own voice. In 1996, she earned a scholarship to the Academy of Fine Arts in Munich. Her adult work shows increased complexity, subtlety, and an emotional depth. While she no longer carries the sensational spotlight of a child prodigy, she continues to work as a professional artist with a steady exhibition record and a mature artistic identity. Research shows that early prodigies often face challenges transitioning into adulthood once that novelty fades. Goldsmith describes this as the post-prodigy plateau. Yanni's journey reflects that experience, a quieter but sustained career built on genuine skill and passion rather than public spectacle. Her gift remains strong, though differently expressed. Ellen Winner's concept of the rage to master describes prodigies who show intense, self-directed motivation. Yanni embodied this completely, painting for hours, filling page after page, and resisting interruptions. This deep internal drive aligns closely with Puerto's observations about highly gifted children who often show unstoppable creative energy. Puerto emphasizes the importance of access to high-quality materials, time for exploration, and adults who respect a child's work. Yanni's early environment perfectly matched this. Her father provided brushes, ink, and endless paper, but refrained from over-instructing. This balance of freedom and support enabled her talent to flourish naturally. Puerto also notes that gifted school-aged children benefit from challenging curriculum and peers with similar abilities. Yanni did not have same-age peers who shared her artistic level, which created both opportunities and vulnerabilities. Much of her social world consisted of adults shaping her development in unique and sometimes isolating ways. During adolescence, Puerto highlights the need for identity formation, expert mentorship, and balance between talent and personal development. Yanni's studies in Germany allowed her to reinvent herself as an art student rather than a spectacle. This shift supported long-term growth and reduced some pressures associated with being a prodigy. Scholars like Winner and Drake describe precocious realists, or children who are showing exceptional observational ability, contour control, and expressive representation. Yani fits this category exactly. Her early animal paintings reveal technical sensitivity and emotional expressiveness that align strongly with research on extreme artistic giftedness. If Yani enrolled in school today, she would need deep domain studies such as advanced studio art, art history, animal anatomy for movement studies, and perhaps even digital illustration. Gifted students thrive when curriculum moves beyond their grade level standards and into genuine disciplinary immersion tailored to their passions. She would also need a flexible and emotionally supportive environment. That could include extended time in an art studio, protective creative blocks in her schedule, and regular mentorship with a professional artist. Counseling support would help balance her artistic identity with the pressures and expectations placed on profoundly gifted children. Pedagogically, an apprenticeship or atelier model would suit her best. She would learn most effectively by working alongside experts who could guide, critique, and inspire her. Partnerships with museums, artist residencies, and opportunities to exhibit her work would help cultivate her growth personally and artistically. To conclude, consider this reflection question. If a child like Wang Yani enrolled in your school today, what specific decisions about curriculum, scheduling, assessment, or emotional support would you change to honor both the person and the prodigy? Her story challenges us to rethink how we support extremely gifted learners. Thank you.